really hungry. Mommy's out of the house. I don't know what I want to eat. What sounds good? I know, an egg. I think we keep the eggs in the fridge. I'm not really sure. All right. Ah! Oh my God! Ugh, that was disgusting.
Wait, Jimmy.
Who said that?
It is I, the cooking genie.
The cooking genie?
Yes, the cooking genie.
What?
You have to cook the egg before you eat it.
I have to do what to the egg?
Cook it. You must
Huh?
denature its proteins.
I have to do what? What?
Denature its proteins.
And how exactly would I do that?
Well, there are several ways, Jimmy.
Really?
Yes.
And what would those be?
Well, you could drop the egg in some acid.
Acid? I know where Mom keeps the acid.
But wait, Jimmy! Jimmy,
What?
don't do that. It's dangerous.
This doesn't look that dangerous.
No, Jimmy, don't! Stop, Jimmy! Turn around! Pour it in the sink. Wash off your hand and call the doctor. You've been a very bad boy. Now that your hand has been burned, are you ready to follow instructions, Jimmy?
I guess.
Alright. Well then you're gonna need a pot.
Alright. Here we go.
Remember, Jimmy, cooking with acid is bad.
I know. Man, these eggs are taking forever to denature.
That's because you're using a glass pan, Jimmy.
Why would that matter?
Because glass has a high specific heat capacity.
A what?
A specific heat capacity.
Which is?
Oh, what? Let me think for a minute. One sec.
No, I'm beginning to think you don't even know what you're talking about.
Of course here it is. Specific heat capacity, also known as specific heat, is the measure of heat energy required to increase the temperature of a unit quantity of a substance by a certain temperature interval. The term originated primarily through the work of Scottish physicist Joseph Black, who conducted
I
various...
don't care!
Sorry, Jimmy. I just got carried
How
away.
can I make it denature faster?
Well, you have a lovely collection of pots behind you.
You mean these?
Yes. For example, the stainless steel one.
This one?
Yes, which has a lower specific heat capacity than the glass pan.
And that's good?
That is very good.
Alright.
So, Jimmy, how are those eggs coming along?
They're taking forever.
Let me think for... Oh, just the thing. Hold out your hand.
Alright. Wow! Salt!
Yes, Jimmy. Salt.
This is so cool!
Sea salt.
But how's it gonna help?
Well, Jimmy, adding salt increases the number of particles in the liquid.
And?
The particles get cramped and need more heat energy to reach a boiling point.
You're saying that if I add salt to this water, it will boil at a higher temperature?
Yes, Jimmy.
Really?
Yes, Jimmy.
But how does that help?
Well, Jimmy, the egg is made up of proteins, which are just a tangle of amino acids and something else. In order to denature or unravel them, this is commonly known as cooking, you have to add a lot of heat energy, and by raising the temperature of the water, this will happen much faster.
Okay, so you're just telling me that I should just add some of this salt to the water?
Yes, Jimmy.
Alright then. I guess I can do that. Wow! You're right, Mr. Genie. It's boiling at an even higher temperature.
I told you so, Sonny.
I bet the eggs are ready already.
No, Jimmy!
What?
You have to turn off the water first.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, Jimmy, what did you learn today?
Well, I learned that eggs, like this one right here, are made up of proteins, which are just a big tangled mass of amino acids and carboxylic acids. And in order to denature or unravel, or as most people would call it, cook these knots of proteins, I have to either put the egg in acid, which is pretty dangerous, or I can add a lot of heat. I could do this by putting it on a stove and a pot. It's best to choose a pot that's not made of glass when doing this, because glass is a really high specific heat, which means that glass is going to take a long time to heat up. So I should choose a pan that's like that stainless steel one right there. It's got a pretty low specific heat, and it'll heat up pretty quickly so I can denature the egg. Unfortunately, sometimes that's not even quick enough. So I might have to add something like salt so that I can denature the egg even faster so that I can enjoy the egg right about now. Thanks, Mr. Genie.
Very good, Jimmy. Turn around! Pour it in the sink. Follow instructions, Jimmy.
Here we go.
Remember, Jimmy,